Power, energy.
Which one?
Read the other books.
The Kemet?
Quran, the Torah, what other books do you?
They reference this guy.
That's right.
The Quran references. Well, hold on.
It don't matter. It doesn't matter.
So I'm asking. So we're talking about the source of evil. I said it comes from God.
Okay.
And I said because He created evil, He understands how to tell us how to navigate through sin. So then you said, you said that this is the same God that knows it all, yet He created evil or something to that effect. Right. It's just like your poem. However, you wrote a poem. You wrote it the way you wanted it to be. And somebody else reads your poem and says, hey, why'd you write it this way? What would you say to that person? It's how I wanted it to be, right?
Okay, so that sounds kind of narcissism.
Narcissism that's a new world word.
Okay, but if we really want to think about that.
Yeah.
So a God creates us.
Yes.
It says, hey, there's evil and there's good. As a matter of fact, I know everything that's going to happen.
And gave him an option. Gave man an option. Yeah. That don't have anything to do with it.
Yeah, it does, actually.
But does the man know everything?
So the all-knowing God,
Yes.
the all-knowing of everything,
Yes.
created me and said, you have free will, but I already know what you're going to do.
Free will.
So I already know where you're going to go. I already know I
Free
already know
will.
how everything is going to be planned.
Free will.
But you have free will.
Free will is a manly understanding. There's no such thing as free will.
So
Everything is already predestined. The fact of the matter is, because you don't know if you're going to wake up tomorrow or not, you have to keep going.
So
If you knew you weren't going to wake up tomorrow, what would you do? You do everything in your will to stop yourself from not waking up the next day, right? That's where you have hope.
What's the point of everything then?
What do you mean? The Creator.
If the Creator knows everything.
Give me side right
If
33.
the Creator knows everything.
The Creator, not man.
No, if the Creator knows everything,
Yes.
knows where we're going to go, and
Yes.
predestined, knows where we're going to
Yes.
go, we're going to go to hell or
Yes.
heaven, right?
Yes.
What's the purpose?
His purpose.
What was the purpose? Then what's the purpose of any of it?
His
Could
purpose.
you explain?
The same. I gave you the analogy of you writing a poem.
That doesn't make no sense to me.
All right. Well, listen to it.
Answer
Let
my
me
question.
explain it to you.
Yeah.
You are the orchestrator of a poem. Let's say this poem has the main character dying in the end. Somebody reads your poem and they're like, hey, I like the poem except for the part where everybody dies, where the main guy dies in the end. So I'm gonna be like, why the hell did you kill the main character in the end? You're gonna go, hey, I created this poem,
Right.
so I'm gonna do it how I wanna do it, not how you wanna do it.
So
Does that make sense now?
Yeah, that makes complete sense. So I created this poem, and I already know the end piece. So
Yes.
I take all you people on the earth
Yes.
and have us arguing and
Yes.
fighting and doing everything.
Yes.
I already know
Isaiah
everything's
46 and
gonna
10.
happen.
Yes.
Just for my entertainment.
Just
Exactly.
because you're the orchestrator.
That's
you
right.
can do what you want, just like your poem.
I'm not the orchestrator though.
Of your poem. No, of your
You're the
poem.
director.
Of your poem,
So,
yes.
So God being the orchestrator
Of
put us-
everything.
Put us down here in this circus fest. And it was like, okay, this is entertainment for me. I'm gonna sit back and watch this. I already know.
Well,
But-
in your humanly fashion, you would say it like that.
I don't want to worship any God that's literally created just for entertainment.
You said entertainment. He never said entertainment. But what I would say is this, right? But hold on, right?
If you already
If-
have a plan, if you already have a plot, and you're watching, say if you have a play.
Yeah.
Say if you have a play, and you are the writer of a play.
Yeah.
You know how it's going to begin, and you know how it's going to end.
Yes.
All these people in the play are playing out your script, and
Yeah.
you're just watching why they're suffering and why they're hurting,
Yes.
and why they're doing all this stuff.
Yes. Did you? Did you come up with?
As an actor, I'll be like, well, am I getting paid for this?
Yeah, you get it. Yeah. You got paid for your role. You died in the end.
What's the payment? Life? Because apparently not everyone is.
So hold on.
What's the payment?
Now everything that exists, right? Were you responsible for putting it here?
But what's the payment?
Hold
I'm
on,
asking you a question. What's the payment?
I'm gonna tell you. Everything that exists here that we can see. You said you're one with the leaf. You're one with the tree.
Yeah.
Okay?
I am.
The leaf and the tree, were you responsible for putting those things here? Yes or no? Right. Something was. Right? So, whatever that thing was, we know it as the Heavenly Father, you know it as energy, was responsible for everything that's here. The responsibility and the roles of everything that's in this individual or energy's will was designed by him. So therefore, he does it the way, he or she does it the way they want it done.
Exactly. So we shouldn't
They don't
be
have
mad
to
at
give
him.
they don't have to give us a rhyme and a
Right.
reason.
So we shouldn't be mad at him for this. We shouldn't be mad at him for this.
I'm not mad at
We
no,
should-
no,
we should not be mad.
no, miss.
No,
We're
no,
not mad
we
at that.
shouldn't be mad at the white people because they were paid. They were just playing the role that God assigned.
Before
them
you
to
came
do,
here, well,
right?
we
They
well,
were playing
before
a role
she
that God assigned them to do,
right,
right?
exactly.
Okay.
That's
She's
what
a-
it is.
she's
We
assume-
agree. We agree.
She's assuming a lot of things.
No, it's not irrelevant
Why is it
because
relevant?
we also have to know it so we don't repeat it.
Right.
If
But
we
if
don't
God
teach
knows
our
us to be
people,
repeated,
he knows. I don't.
Right.
He doesn't. He doesn't. He doesn't.
but what's the purpose then?
The purpose is so that
What's
we
the
don't,
purpose?
because we might be the ones that make it in
Okay,
the
but
end.
listen to this.
We might be the ones that make it in the
My
end and get to
ideal-
rule on the planet over everybody else.
I'd rather not.
Why?
You wanna know why? Because
Why you don't
I'd
want
rather-
rulership on the
I'd
planet?
rather- No.
Why?
Absolutely not. That's
Why?
power. That's men. That's masculine.
You don't want to be in charge?
That's
No, this is
masculine.
righteous
Right.
power.
I
This is
actually
men.
want to flow. I actually want to enjoy the things and actually what I came here on this earth to do.
That's what
was
we're
to
gonna do in the
appreciate
end.
and just
That's what we're gonna do.
Appreciate the source's creations.
That's what we're
appreciate
gonna
this
do.
moment, appreciate everything that's around me. And
We're
I'm
gonna
doing
be
it
in
now.
other
I'm not
planets,
waiting-
too.
I'm not waiting for somebody to come and save me. I'm doing it now. I'm living in the present now. I'm enjoying life now.
Right.
I'm enjoying.
But do you
the
believe-
the beauty of
Where's
life
your
right
soul
now.
Where's your soul gonna go after your
My
flesh
soul can
passes
go
away?
wherever I want it to go.
What if I
Because you
told
wanna know
What if I
why?
told you your soul is gonna go and check in with that guy that you're
No, it's
upset
not
at?
gonna check it to no guy.
How you know that?
I
How you
know for a fact.
How you know
I
that?
just know it in my spirit. I know it in my heart. You want to know why? Because I wasn't put
You
on
don't-
this
that's
earth
all
to
vain,
be
sis. That's all vain.
entertainment. I wasn't put on this earth to be entertained.
You don't know what you don't know your latter end. You don't know what your
I
end's
wasn't
gonna be,
put on
sis.
it. I
You,
did.
what's your end gonna be?
I
How
did.
are you gonna go?
Wherever I want to go.
No. How
Where?
are you? How is your flesh going to check out?
It's a body.
How is it gonna?
It's a body.
You said you know where you're gonna go. How is your flesh gonna check out, sis? How?
In the ground or wherever they
No.
put it.
How? But how? What way?
I don't want to know and I don't care.
But you just said you know how you're
I know
gonna
where
go.
my soul's going to go.
Where's your soul
that's
gonna?
the important part.
Where's your soul gonna go?
Wherever I want it to go.
So you're gonna be in charge of where your soul goes after your.
Everywhere.
No.
Yep.
Where'd you learn that?
Everywhere. I'm
No,
everywhere.
where'd you learn that, sis? Where'd you learn that?
Energy is not destroyed.
Where'd you learn that?
regardless.
Where'd you learn that?
It's scientific.
It's scientific. Scienza
Proof.
means
See,
knowledge.
No. The problem is, this is the problem with the book. Is that
With this book?
No,
The
no,
Bible?
This is the problem with even talking about the book. Is
The
that
Bible you're talking
everyone
about.
wants us to dismiss the actual proof and actual factual information that's evidence.
Science is not
in our
proof.
face.
Science is not
there's
proof.
Evidence. There's evidence. People
There's
want us
evidence
to
of the Bible, too.
ignore the evidence, and then they
Don't you
want
know
us to
science
go
got
strictly
understanding
off
from the
faith?
Bible? Do you know that the moon,
Off of faith.
the concept of the moon controlling waves on the earth came from the Bible?
Did
you know that?
Been knew that in Egypt?
Where did Egypt get its knowledge from?
Not the Bible.
Yeah.
Oh,
The Bible
really?
got their knowledge
Yeah,
from
they
Egypt.
Did the children of Israel exist in Egypt?
First,
Did the children of Israel exist in Egypt?
That's
Uh-oh.
right, exactly.
wait a minute. Wait
Con.
a minute, wait
Think
a minute.
before you
Hold
answer
up.
that one.
Hold up. The children of Israel in Egypt.
Yes.
So let me rewind this back. So before Egypt, there was Kemet, right?
Kemet is a way of
was-
saying is another way of saying
No,
Egypt.
where was no. It wasn't. It's not.
Yes, it is. That's what Kemet
So
means,
then there
sis.
was-
It's a mountain ranges in
There was
Egypt.
Kemet. When was the Bible
Northeast
written?
Africa.
When was the Bible written?
Oh, this knowledge existed before it was on paper.
When was it written?
What do you mean? Where was it written?
You want to know why the knowledge was before it was
Before it
written?
was put on paper?
Who said that?
What do you mean?
How you know that?
Who was living in ancient Sumeria?
How do you know the Bible was written?
Through history. Through history, I know that. Are you talking about when Moses put it on the tablets? Prior to Moses, did the earth flood? Was there a flood story? Did that exist?
Yeah.
Did the earth flood? Yes, it did. How do we know that the earth flooded?
How long was?
That's
Can't answer that.
That's before this
No,
was
I don't
put
know.
in. This was
No,
before
I
this
don't
putting
know.
on tablets.
I don't
Before
know.
this was putting on tablets and then paper, the earth flood. Okay.
Yeah.
Noah's Ark was found. Do you believe in that?
No.
Well, they are. Well, science, your science,
Yep.
proved that Noah's Ark existed.
That's right.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay. That's before this was put on paper.
Right.
So, Noah, what kind of man was Noah? He was a preacher of righteousness.
Right.
Righteousness is synonymous with what? Law. The first 5 books of the Bible is law, Torah. Okay? So now, you go even further back. You believe in Adam and Eve, the first beings on the planet?
Yeah, Atom and then Eve.
It was Eve.
Atom.
It was Eve.
It's made of it.
Protons and electrons.
They did sacrifices. Where do sacrifices come from?
Man-made stuff.
Man, even in Egypt, they did sacrifices.
Man-made
Right.
So Egyptian sacrifices were man-made?
The
Yep.
laws of nature. The Bible goes by the laws of nature as well.
What do you mean? As far as what?
Nothing is free in this world.
Uh-huh.
So sacrifices was definitely used throughout history just because of that knowledge.
That knowledge existed, right? Prior, because you talk about when was this written? That's irrelevant because
there's books that predates the Bible. The Bible is only
Yes.
the Bible that only has its power is because of what? A white king. Yeah, let's get
Who?
let's get into
Who?
it.
What
Well,
she said?
King
White
James. King
a
James.
white king.
King
said,
James was a black
hey,
man, actually.
No. A white king.
What
though.
king? Which king?
Which
He
one?
wasn't white.
Ooh.
Not too.
All right. So, what I'm saying is, before you're right. There are books
So
that
there's a
predate this,
book.
but the knowledge existed
Why-
before that.
There's books that predate the Bible.
What books? What books?
I will have a
Oh.
list for you.
All right. So while you find that, you said there's 42 laws of Ma'at. In the Bible, there's over 613 laws. So that trumps that little 42.
Right.
The commandments are based off of there.
The commandments is more than 10. Okay? The first 6 is to God, and the last 4 is to man. But off of those are 613 laws. What I'm saying to you is this. The Egyptians, they were polytheistic people.
Right.
They worshiped many gods.
Abraham's
They had
religion.
many gods.
Do you,
Many gods. So if we want to talk about higher deities and their worship, we're also going to have to talk about the Egyptian gods.
Right.
We're going to have to the talk about Seth.
And it gets crazy when you go
Yeah,
into
when
them.
you start talking about
You
the
start
Egyptian
talking about
gods,
Seth.
it gets real nasty.
Nasty.
No, actually, the only reason why you're saying that is because
Because
aware
I've studied
that-
Because
Egypt.
we read it.
You're not aware of what it actually meant.
What does it mean?
There's a Western version of how they say, oh, we were worshiping gods and stuff over there. That wasn't the case. Every single one of those goddesses and those gods
We're not
were
Egyptians.
symbolism.
We're not
was
Egyptians.
symbolism of something. Was symbolizing something.
And let me tell you this.
It was not
French
literal.
dude?
They
Yeah.
were
Sean
worshiping gods.
Chapman.
They were also showing you attributes that you have within yourself. That's why if you take a deeper look and without Western history of what they perceive Egypt to be, go to different countries and you will know. What other countries have you been to?
The people that are in Egypt,
What countries have you been to?
I'm from Barbados.
Barbados.
Yeah. I don't need to go to a country to know its history. If I get primary sources, that's good enough. And we've read primary sources. But what I'm saying real quick before you take off,
I
right?
really hope that whoever's watching this and stuff, they follow everything that you're saying.
No, I don't want them to follow everything. I want them to study. I want them to study the book.
I want them to learn that just look within that side of yourself. We're not meant for this world. We're not put in this world as entertainment. We're put in this world to live life in a great way.
That's your own words. God never said that. He's the one that. All right.
No.
So give me Ecclesiastes 33 real quick. We ain't done with that. Ecclesiastes 33.
Can I ask you a question real quick?
But what is you're not biased when it comes to other books, but you're only biased to this book and
Right.
you don't even understand
I
it.
actually
Right.
do. I was raised in a Christian home where I literally had to go to church 2 times a week. I couldn't watch no TV.
That wasn't the truth.
I literally watched every single
That wasn't the truth,
that
sis.
you could think about on the Bible.
That wasn't the truth.
I'm not dismissing the Bible. I believe it has great truths. But I'm not dismissing
So let's
every
read-
other religion as well. I'm not dismissing
I'm not telling you
Hinduism.
to.
I'm not dismissing
I'm not telling
Buddhism.
to you.
I'm not
But I'm telling you the
dismissing those
Bible's
things.
far superior to any other
It
religion. far superior.
Okay.
Because guess what? All the
You're
sentiments,
following the book of your oppressors, but okay.
all the right. That's
there
what,
it goes.
That's what
That's
it is.
what it was.
The Bible's a white man's
The
book.
Bible
right?
was written by a white man,
It was.
and a white king
So-
that has no name.
So all the characters in the Bible have woolly hair, dark skin, locks. And it tells people that if you rob and steal people, you're going to be put to death.
Right.
Homosexuality, bestiality, murder, all
Right.
these things are against God.
Right.
And which white people
And the white man
inherently
goes
love
to
to
slavery
do.
in the end.
You're telling me the white man wrote that?
Come
You're
on.
following the oppressor's religion. That's not a red flag to you anyway.
Prove that.
That's not a red
She
flag.
didn't-
But prove that.
She
Prove
didn't
that.
answer none
That's
of that
what you're
question.
saying is conjecture.
Who introduced the Bible to us?
What do you mean?
Who introduced the Bible?
Let me tell you a fact about the Bible, right? During time of slavery, right? Do you know that slave master's Bible was not actually the Bible? Did you know that? You're gonna have to look that up. Google that. Slave masters' Bibles were not actually the Bible.
It's called a slave Bible.
It's called a slave master
It's in
Bible.
a museum.
They had specific verses and writings in it that would appear to say, hey, do this or do that. Servants, obey your masters, so on and so forth, right?
It doesn't
The
matter.
but it doesn't.
It
So
doesn't
so
matter.
every time we hit you with facts, it doesn't matter. But
No.
you can
No,
make
I don't care if
accusations
facts.
against
I
the
don't care
writings.
if it's facts or not. All I'm saying is
But yeah,
collectively this is
but
not
you have to
progressive.
argue. You have to argue from an educational point
No,
or
I don't
angle.
have to argue
You
at
can't
all.
say something about something and it not be true and say it when you're faced with the facts. Oh, it doesn't matter, sis.
No. I'm facing
That's
the
not how
fact.
we'd be
I'm
scholarly.
admitting, I'm self-accountability right now. I'm ignorant to all that you're saying. I do not know.
So that-
but the point is.
But why
I
are you
don't
biased?
care.
But why you right? But
I don't care.
why you don't care about this? But you're fine about reading. You just openly said I'm fine
I
about
told you
reading
what I read.
everybody else's
You're
stuff.
fine because I read that too.
Hinduism.
But you just said
But I
you
read
don't
that
know.
too.
You just said you don't know
But
about
my
it.
way and my perception of it is just different than yours, and that's okay.
Which part of it?
I don't take it literal. I take it metaphoric. And
So what about the
there's
prophecies? What about prophecies concerning America? What about that?
prophecies in other religions as well.
About America?
About everywhere.
No.
That are happening right now. Look
This
it up.
right. This
Look
book
up,
is the
educate
this is the
yourself on that.
this
Show
is
us
the
one.
only you know why I don't
Show
have
us
to?
one.
Because there is no other book.
There ain't none.
There ain't no other book that has prophecies concerning
There-
the beginning,
Oh my God.
middle, and the
You don't
end,
think
sis.
so?
Where?
Show us.
Where? Name one. Name one.
Show us.
I
Name
would love
one.
to. I would
Show
love to.
us.
We'll give you time to name one. Go ahead, brother. Yeah.
Ecclesiasticus 33 verse 10.
Bring it out.
And all men are from the ground.
That what?
All men are from the ground.
All men are from the ground. We can agree on that. Read.
And Atom
Uh-huh.
was created of earth.
And what?
He said
Adam was created of earth.
Atom, whichever you want to call it, was created of the earth. And that's scientifically proven because all the minerals, everything you find in the earth, our body is made of those things.
That's right.
Proving that God is true.
Right.
Read.
In much knowledge.
In what?
In much knowledge.
In much knowledge, what?
the Lord hath divided them.
The Lord did what?
Hath divided them.
The Lord divided them, the Adamites. Because a lot of people don't understand there's more than just Adam and Eve there, but that's a little bit too deep. Okay, read.
And made their ways diverse.
And did what?
And made their ways diverse.
That's why there are people on the planet that love to drink blood out of animals. There's people that like to climb Mount Everest. Then there's people that just like to chill and hang out at home with their families. There's different diversities of people on the planet. We are not all the same. Read.
Some of them have he blessed
Some of them have he blessed. Uh-huh.
and exalted.
And exalted. Uh-huh.
And some of them have he sanctified.
Some of them has he sanctified, right?
Set near to himself.
And set near to himself. Read.
But some
Some of them what?
have he cursed.
Has he what?
Have he cursed.
God cursed some people on the planet. Some of the same people he created, yes. He blessed some, he sanctified some, and some he cursed.
That's right.
He's the one that orchestrated this whole thing.
That's right.
I can't get upset at the guy that orchestrated it. I didn't have no part in the making of it. I'm just here. I didn't even ask to be here. We're all here. We're all created from the Heavenly Father. Who am I to now question, oh, why am I 6'4"? I wanted to be 7 feet. Some of y'all are born with big heads. Some of y'all got tiny feet. Maybe you're upset at God by that. I don't know. You got to take it up with him. He's the one that designed you. Some of y'all can't be in the sun for goddamn. I could be in the sun all day. That's just the way it was. That's the way it is, read.
Some of them have he cursed. And
Some of
brought
them he
low,
cursed and brought low, read.
and turned out of their places.
And turned out of their places,
As the clay is in the hand in the potter's hand.
as the clay is in the hand of the potter's hand, meaning God was the potter. We are the clay. Read.
To fashion it as his pleasure.
To do what?
To fashion it at his pleasure.
To fashion it as his pleasure. Meaning, he made us how the hell he wanted to make us. When you go to the book of Exodus, it tells you he made the blind, he made the deaf, he made the
lame.
he made people with the lame. It got people are born with one short arm and one long arm.
Yep.
That's how the potter wanted it to be.
Made the dumb.
Yeah. There are people that are born blind.
Can't talk.
There are people that are born with no arms and legs.
Right.
Who am I to, what can I do about that? Read.
So man is in the hand of him that made him.
Man's is in what?
In the hand of him that made him.
Man is in the hand of him that made them, read.
To render them as liketh him best.
No, to how we think we should have been.
To render them as liketh him best.
To
Right.
render them as liking him best. So you have some of our people, right? They want to go and get surgeries to get bigger behinds.
Mesoamerican.
Mesoamericans are actually Israelites.
Mayans.
Oh,
Mayans.
those spoke Hebrew, sis. They spoke Hebrew, yes.
The Mayans.
They spoke Hebrew.
What is speaking Hebrew?
Those are because they're Israelites.
But Mayans predicted as well.
They were in the Bible. They were in the Bible. Give me that in our Chronicles. You know what I'm talking about? With the times.
Mayans.
The
So
Mayans.
they predicted America?
Anyways,
They were good with the times. Sorry. You circle right back to the.
Hold on. The question
You
was.
did that, bring us right back to the Bible.
The question was, show us in another religion the prophecies about America. That was, and you said it's in several religions.
The prophecies about
America.
American.
That's what he asked you. That's all.
Not American.
No, there's no prophecy in other religions about America. Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
There was
Well,
no-
there
yeah.
is no.
Issachar, right? Issachar. The tribe that the people you're actually referencing are the Issacharites of the 12 tribes of the nation of Israel, right here. You said,
Mayans.
she said the Mayans, right here, the Mexicans, and their gift was actually to be good with the bow and with telling of time.
Understand time.
Well, I mean, we just have different perceptions of
And read the
God.
stars.
Just the fact.
If you want to learn about God, we have no problem teaching
I
you
don't want to know
about God. However,
I don't wanna know about
if you're fine with learning about other nations' gods, that's fine as well. But you're going to
Idols.
have references from those other nations and their gods to the God of the Bible. No matter
Right.
where you go, you're always going to be circled right back here.
That's right.
Actually, because I'm not searching for anything.
Okay.
That's a good thing, though.
All right. So
That's
when
great thing.
so as
Luckily,
the
I'm not
world
searching.
all right, so as the world crumbles around us, right? We know what we're doing. We're preparing. You, on the other hand,
I'm prepared
you're
for
not
life.
you're not concerned with anything else outside of your own energy and yourself.
I'm prepared for. I'm
So
prepared.
you're someone that
I'm prepared for life.
you're good for yourself only. We're trying to
Right.
be good
I don't know about
for
that.
our people
That's
and our
right.
nation.
That's right.
We want to give people awareness of what's actually happening
That's
based
right.
off prophecies.
So
Based
while
off
you're sitting out
writings.
here- okay, so let's bring awareness to this.
Yep.
So while we're out here sitting here talking about this stuff,
Yes.
this is going to keep on going on our conversation.
Yep.
Let's really talk about what's going on in Gaza, what's going on in Congo. Let's start.
You're not
talking
worried about
that.
those people. Those not our people.
Oh, why not?
Those are not our
But those
people.
are our people.
Who?
They
Who are our
are.
people?
In Gaza?
Who?
Do you have a job?
Yes.
Do you work?
Yes.
You pay taxpaying dollars like.
Yes.
Oh, so you're funding a genocide right now happening in Gaza. So it does concern you.
Hold on.
And then
Hold on. Hold
also
on. Hold on.
Congo,
Hold on.
your
Can I address
cell
that?
phones You're holding right now.
Can I address that?
There's
Can I address that?
6.1 million people that
Can
are
I
being
address that?
massacred and killed.
Can I address that? Can I address
Of
that?
our people, of black people, that you're speaking for.
Can I address that?
Yeah.
All
Go
right.
ahead.
She asked me if I'm a taxpayer. We're all taxpayers. We're all captive under a wicked ruler.
Right.
His name is Esau
Right.
or Edom. the so-called white man.
Stop victimizing
We are
us.
all.
We're not victims.
I'm not victimizing anything.
You
I'm telling you the
are.
facts.
We're not victims.
Who is in what
We're
nation
not.
of people are in charge of America
We're
and their
not victims.
and their military and their government? What nation of people?
As long as we continue to work, we are a
She
part
wants
of
to
it.
talk
We're
now.
just as
I
equal.
asked her a question. She
never
can't give me an
answered
answer.
one question.
The Palestinians,
Because you
they're
keep
not our
letting her get
people.
off.
They are people.
Israel, they're not our people.
are our people.
Matter of fact, they are your people. You take your brown melanated self over in Palestine and see how they treat you. They don't like dark-skinned people. They don't like Negroes over there.
Listen.
Can I say something?
Neither
about
do
that?
Israel. Go ahead. Neither
You
do
know,
they in Israel.
So you know, in Ukraine, right? When they started going to war with Russia, they wouldn't let the black people get on the trains to escape the war. They let white people, the Ukrainians, and their dogs get on the plane, and they dragged black women off the trains. In Israel, there's black people over there. That's hold on. Let me finish. Hold on. There's people in Israel that are black people living there. They've been there for 40 years. They're black Jews, and they're deporting them, kicking them out of Israel, saying we don't care how long you've been living here. Your children was born here in Israel.
Yep.
Right. Go ahead. So
those
you
are
say
not-
they're your people,
why
but
they're your
they don't
people?
think we're
Why-
their people.
All right, Palestinians, why are they your people? Why are the Palestinians your people?
Okay, I'm
Are the
sorry.
Palestinians, why are they your
Humanity's my people.
human?
So
You know
that
what
includes Israel.
Do you know what human means?
Yeah.
What does that mean? No. Man
No matter
of
what.
man of hue. You know
It
what
don't
hue is?
matter.
Every
All
time I
those
hit her
people,
with a fact,
It don't
they got
matter.
it don't
too.
matter.
But they got melanin too.
Right. But they're
They
not
have
your
melanin
nation.
too,
They're
but
not
they
your
are my people.
Wait. When have they ever came for you over here? When have they ever came for your people?
Do they even have the ability to?
Oh, they did.
They don't.
Prior
The
to the
people on the Gaza
hold on.
Strip does
Hold on.
not.
Hold on.
It's not so why
See,
they were
you have a
fighting for us.
you have a misunderstanding of
Okay.
what's going on over there. The Palestinians, at one point, that was their entire territory. Okay? After the World War, right? The British and the French took those people that are in Israel right now and put them in that land.
Right.
And they created apartheid over there.
Right.
And they started kicking those Palestinians into smaller and smaller sections.
Right.
They did.
And here you have the war today, where the Palestinians have been in an open air prison fighting for the basic necessities that people need: water, food, internet,
Yes.
basic things to live.
Yeah.
Okay? However, prior to that, where were the Palestinian people coming and getting the enslaved blacks over here in America?
Doesn't matter.
But you just said they're your people.
Doesn't matter.
If
They are
they're
my
your people, okay, why didn't they come and help our people? Are your parents from America?
So
Your parents from
me as a
America?
mother, me as a mother, I guess I hate that. I hate to say it like this. I hate to bring the role of feminism and masculinity to say that we do things for people just because we don't do things for people just because they don't do it for us.
I never said that. I never
just
said
it,
that.
but why did
We're talking about you're trying to change the goalposts.
No, you're justifying me saying that these people are not my people just because they didn't help us.
Right. Again, your
So
concept,
I just
your
feel like the
concept,
kindness
right?
in my heart.
Your concept, us too. Your concept of us all being one doesn't apply in real
In the
life.
real world.
In your mind, it does. In the real world, it doesn't, because everything naturally separates.
That's right.
Whether you want it to or not. What I'm saying is, if you said the Palestinians are your people, if they believed the same thing, they would have came and gave a helping hand to our forefathers and foremothers.
That's
Are
right.
your parents from America?
That's right.
Are your parents from the Americas?
The problem is.
Are your parents from Americas? Can you at least answer that?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
They're
yeah.
so-called Negroes, right?
Yeah.
African Americans. Their great-great-great-grandfathers and great-great-great-grandmothers had major suffering. It may not matter to you,
Right.
but this economy at one point got its footing off of the backs of our ancient I don't want to say ancient, but our forefathers, and foremothers, okay?
But you don't neglect that. I do.
Nobody
I do
came,
I do pay
right,
respect
nobody
to my
came
ancestors.
and said, we are their people.
Not the people in
Here it is in
Congo.
2023. They have their own fight going on,
We're holding
and you're
cell
talking about you're their, they don't care about
We're
you
holding
or me.
cell phones.
Huh?
They did protest when we had cell phones. They did.
Who?
There was many Palestinians that did protest.
A handful?
There were many.
I'm talking about all of
There were
them.
many.
They don't all view us as their
There
people,
were many.
sis.
It don't matter.
It
But
does
that doesn't
matter.
That doesn't matter.
Because you're claiming
That
they're
doesn't
your
matter.
people, but they don't know what you're talking
Kids and
about.
Children are the future, and they're being no matter if we did have a
All right.
chance, if we did have a chance to help other people.